I like Navigator, Sales Navigator, and I know it's a paid for tool, and I don't prospect a lot on LinkedIn. I take very few private clients, and they're all direct referrals, but I love to engage, for some of our group programs in our community. So I love getting to know people, because anybody I work with personally, for me, I want to be the right person. Like I always say, know your people, find your people, love them hard. What I love about Navigator, it lets me curate who I'm following. I have leads. I can quickly go in and see, like, here are the people I'm following. Here's what they posted today. So that's how I use it. But do you have a lot of people using it? Do you feel it's a good tool? I mean, I'm a fan, but I know a lot of people are hesitant because it's not free. I think you can do a lot of great stuff with the free version for sure. But what do you think about Navigator?
I love Sales Navigator.
Okay, good.
So yes. So a lot of times people will say, Lindsay, I'm on LinkedIn Premium. And my response is, well, which premium? There's actually 4 individual LinkedIn premiums. There's career,
I know. It
business,
keeps changing.
Sales Navigator, Recruiter Lite. Sales Navigator, by and large, is a paid subscription to use. And to your point, it's not free. But if you know how to use it, it can be transformational in your business.
Well, what I tell my clients is you pick up one client, one good relationship from that in a year, you've more than paid for it for the year, probably several years. So I think it's a worthwhile investment.
Well, and one of the things that you mentioned that I love about Sales Navigator is there's no advertising. Like LinkedIn gods, please hear us, right? There's no advertising. Yes. So you mentioned this. It's only the people and companies that you tell Sales Navigator are important to you.
Yep.
And I love that. I love that too. So I'm a huge fan.
I carve out time each day, and I follow my private clients. I follow people that are in my coaching community that have been in all of my clients. I follow them, and I follow key influencers, key thought leaders, because then I can quickly just jump on and go boom, 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 and you can even view their little posts and comment right there. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. So, what other things are you seeing, like with LinkedIn? Like if people are listening and they're not using it, how do you tell them to spend their day? Like, what are the things to do? Update word profile, we know that. But as far as like, how much time do we need to carve out each day? What do we need to be doing?
Yeah, so I'm not going to answer that question directly regarding how much time, because it really depends what your objective is and what you're trying to accomplish. But what I will do is I'll give you a couple of different types of activity that are worthwhile. And when folks hire me, there's different roadmaps that we shared with them based on what they're trying to accomplish. But a few ways to spend your time on LinkedIn. And the first thing you should always do before you hop on that desktop version or even pull up the app on your phone is ask yourself, what am I trying to do? Because just like any other tool on the World Wide Web, if you go onto that platform of LinkedIn with no agenda, no intention, you'll come up for air an hour later, look at your watch and be like, what did I just do for an hour? So the best advice I can give you is before you get on LinkedIn, decide what you're going to do. So it could be that today or in this iteration of time, little segment of time, you're only going to focus on building your network and inviting people to join your network. It could also be that you're following up to people who are in your inbox, who've accepted that invitation that you need to start a conversation with, people who are waiting to hear from you. It could be, so a new feature that LinkedIn recently rolled out is the ability to schedule our posts, which is awesome. A lot of us are already using other outside platforms. I'm not suggesting that those should go away, but just know that you have the ability now to schedule out your posts. Yeah. So deciding what that content is. Now, Kristen, if you're being really intentional and strategic, which I know all your listeners want to be and are already in their businesses, one way to be really thoughtful and strategic with LinkedIn is when it comes to content, carve out an hour a month and decide what you're going to post for the upcoming month at minimum. That way you have a game plan. If you've got a team member, delegate it to them. So posting, if you've got Sales Navigator, one of the big, activities I like to say that's really important is not just searching, but also saving those searches and really digging in. So actually once a month, I like to challenge my clients to only focus on one of those saved searches so you can really really get super focused. So one of those searches might be executives, right? C-suites, and you are trying to target those particular executives. So just focus on that one safe search for that month instead of getting, bright and shiny object syndrome and going in 100 different directions.